I am the masked Crusader, and I'm excited to share my first fan fiction here on the channel, Verzifier. So please, wary travelers of Azeroth, take a seat as I share with you my fan fiction, set within the era of Classic World of WarCraft. We'll be following through the eyes of an adventurer named Jack Dempsey. Jack walked cautiously through the narrow streets of Stormwind. It was nightfall, making it easier for thieves to ambush unwary travelers. However, Jack was not concerned about petty thieves. He was far more concerned about being followed. As of late, there had been much questionable activity within the kingdom's government. Jack was a member of Stormwind's elite special operatives known as the SI-7. He and a good friend of his, named Reginald Windsor, had grown increasingly suspicious against some of the nobles of Stormwind, specifically Lady Katrina Prester. As Jack finally reached the Pig Whistle Tavern, he made his way inside, trying his best to act casual. He was soon greeted by Windsor, and the two began to share the information they had found. Windsor was a soldier during the Old Wars and a true patriot for Stormwind. Jack, on the other hand, had been treated badly by the upper class of the people, and had found a new life for himself within the SI-7, thanks to Windsor. Windsor feared civil war within the kingdom. Their forces were too spread across Azeroth, making them vulnerable to many of their enemies. Windsor had acquired plans from a group of defiant thugs that appeared to be connected with Lady Prester. He handed Jack the scroll to let the operative see for himself. He then asked Jack to do something very dangerous. To investigate Lady Prester's office. Of course, if Jack was caught, this could result in treason, and his punishment would be severe. But if Windsor's musings were true, the kingdom would be in greater peril. Jack gladly agreed to do the reconnaissance mission, knowing all too well what would happen to him if he was caught. Before he left, the friends clasped hands and bade each other farewell. Jack quickly and silently made his way towards Prester's tower. He was a master at stealth, and only another operative would have been able to spot him, as he effortlessly made his way past the palace guards. Once inside, he carefully started reviewing all of her decrees and notes. He then heard a voice which caught his attention. He quickly made his way towards the sound and found Lady Prester consulting with orcs.
I told you, as soon as I'm done here, you people can claim their revenge.
Oh, I grow tired of waiting. My client has suffered much, Enchantress. He had better deliver.
Jack listened from the shadows, trying his best to get all the details. But alas, his spying was cut short, as he was discovered by one of Prester's goons. Jack made quick work of him, but as the ruffian hit the ground, it caught the attention of the orcs and Lady Prester.
What was that?
He awoke, and to his utter dismay, his arms and feet were bound. He was in a wagon, and as he took in his surroundings, he noticed he was in an orc convoy. As he soaked up the charcoal scenery, it finally hit him. He was in the dreary land of Blackrock. Jack listened in on the two orcs directing the wagon. What they said didn't thrill him.
Oh, let me discover right now. Patience. We kill the human. But first, we'll tear the information you need out of him, piece by piece.
He would never betray his people, but who knows what foul procedures they would use to make him talk. He looked around, hoping beyond hope that there was an opening to escape. His mind shifted to the orc leader as he ordered his troops to halt. Ahead, he could see a company of dark iron dwarves making their way towards the Great Mount entrance as well.
I have a battalion of dwarves to move across this road, orc.
Well, I have a legion of orcs to move across yours.
Ah! How dare you knock down a dark arena fishing!
Orcs come before dwarves. Reptar, all go!
Ah! Dark arenas, attack!
As he watched the scene before him unfold, it was now or never to make his move. He threw himself off the wagon and made his way to one of the fallen warrior's swords and began to cut his bands. Once the bands were cut, he sprinted with all his might to escape his captors. Now free, he would travel back to Stormwind and report to Windsor to put an end to Lady Prester. Or so he thought. Jack was knocked unconscious by a dark iron dwarf. He awoke in the black rock depths in a cage hanging from the ceiling. Jack had traded one master for another. To be continued, will Jack ever escape the dark iron dungeons to put an end to Prester's evil plot? Tune in next time to see what happens.
Hey guys, thanks for watching my fan fiction video. I had a blast doing this one. It was awesome. I always love doing fan stories, especially within fantasy settings. If you have a fan story set within Warcraft, please leave a comment below. It's always fun to hear these cool little side stories that could have happened within that setting. Also, if you like this video and you want more, please hit that subscribe button to watch more exciting videos like this one, and leave a comment on maybe things you would like to see within the World of Warcraft or another cool fantasy. And until then, we will catch you guys next time.
I am the Masked Crusader. Never take off the mask.